Bună ziua! Bine ați venit la webinarul organizat de APLITOP și CADWARE Engineering. Numele meu este Brândușa Pârloc și sunt Business Development Manager în cadrul companiei CADWARE Engineering. Împreună cu David Vincent de la APLITOP vă prezentăm soluția software pentru topografie și inginerie civilă TcpMDT. Veți urmări o demonstrație în cadrul căreia vă vom prezenta amenajarea unei zone, calcule de volume, profile, proiectare de drumuri și multe altele. Mai întâi vreau să vă spun că acest webinar durează aproximativ o oră și este înregistrat. În cazul în care aveți întrebări, vă rugăm să ni le adresați în căsuța cu întrebări din partea dreaptă. La finalul webinarului vă vom răspunde la întrebări sau ulterior vă trimitem răspunsul pe e-mail. Câteva cuvinte despre noi, despre CADWARE Engineering. Suntem o companie românească formată din ingineri și arhitecți cu experiență în furnizarea de soluții software pentru proiectare, suport tehnic pentru acestea, consultanță, implementare și training specializat. Soluțiile software din portofoliul nostru sunt pentru diferite domenii de proiectare și anume topografie, arhitectură, construcții și proiectare mecanică. Aici sunt enumerați principalii parteneri. Ce ne dorim noi este să vă oferim cele mai bune soluții atât din punct de vedere tehnic cât și din punct de vedere financiar. Începând cu acest an, am devenit distribuitor APLITOP în România, iar descrierea principalelor programe le puteți găsi și pe site-ul nostru cadware.ro. Pe lângă partea de software, susținem cursuri specializate, suntem centru autorizat de training Autodesk și furnizăm aceste cursuri pentru principalele programe din portofoliul Autodesk. Aici sunt enumerate doar o parte din cursurile noastre. Începând cu anul 2018 am început să organizăm cursurile și în Cluj-Napoca. Cursurile organizate de noi sunt după programa oficială Autodesk și se finalizează cu diplome recunoscute internațional. Mai departe, îl las pe colegul meu David de la APLITOP să vă prezinte principalele funcții din programul TcpMDT. David, if you are ready, you can start.
Thank you, Brândușa. Romanian seems a really similar language to me. I feel confident with all your presentation. So I go.
Yes.
I'm sorry, I don't speak Romanian actually, but I will promise to do my best for you understand my English. Let me introduce firstly APLITOP and who we are. APLITOP is a Spanish company. We are based in Malaga in the south, and this company is developing software for surveying and civil engineering since 2004. We have actually more than 15,000 users licensed with a network of 72 distributors worldwide, and for Romania, CADWARE Engineering is our distributor. We work only through distributors previously selected for their knowledge and able to give a first technical support. Our main success, and our success is because our licenses are permanent. You don't have to pay every year, and they are very competitive price, very easy to use. In 2 or 3 days, you are already productive, and this is the actual success we have in the international market. As I told you, we select our distributor to be able to give the first technical support, but of course our after-sales service is always in the timetable from Spain to give you any information and support you in case of. We offer training online or presential with different kind of level, advanced or basic. Some agreements about our quality, like ISO 9001 or innovative SME from European government. This is some relevant projects that actually some international bank of development are looking for implement some of this project, like road beam, which is the definition of the road in a beam format, AutoBeam, Pandora, and that I invite you to discover in our webpage. This is some universities and associations we have actually working. So we work with Land XML, we work into the building smart for the development of beam format, and several agreements with universities and associations who are relevant in the international market. Let's talk a little bit more about our software, what they are able to do. Application to do urbanization, that is a project that I will show you on today, on urbanization and how it works. Quarries, mine, tunnels, power line, pipelines, there is several possibilities. You have to understand that our developments are done so much on Android, on Apple, S3, Intel, and Microsoft. This allow us to be CAD cross-platform. We work with last version of Autodesk. Also, we work with ZWSoft and BricsCAD. We have some brands agreements. I will highly recommend SatLab, which is our strong partner for GNSS instrument and for the field software, where we have the best and highest compatibility. But this is brands give us the last reference in order we can implement them into our we can implement them with to make compatibility with our software. About APLITOP, what we have 4 softwares, 4 range of software. Today we will discover surveying project with TcpMDT. We have a field software, so much working on Android, on Windows, on Apple, and we have tunnel solution, and we have photogrammetry and image solution. All our software have great interconnection, but also interconnection with other software like Civil 3D or this kind of things. Let's talk a little bit about TcpMDT, the software that we are gonna discover today. TcpMDT works by standard version or professional version. In standard version, you can add several modules like image modules, like surveying modules, or point cloud modules. We will discover all the function of this in following. The great advantage of the point cloud is you can import a point cloud into a CAD and make after that your profile and your volume. And the same into the professional, you can import image, you can add image module, surveying module, or point cloud modules. One of the best things is since a long time, APLITOP have been the pioneer in implementing a BIM format for the surveying field. Actually, we are already able to export or import a terrain, a superficie, alignment, vertical or horizontal, and much more things, which is a great added value in our software because the future is going on BIM format. What are our current research area? We have virtual reality, augmented realities, drone, RPS, or BIM for infrastructure, like I told you before. This is some national reference. Of course, we work with the biggest contractor in Spain, like Sacyr or Dragados or this kind of companies. Also with the university, the most known university about surveying engineering. And at international reference, we have the underground of New York, the underground of Riyadh. Panadial is a road who will cross from north to the south, all America. Actually, we are doing Chile and Colombia, the road with tunnel and all these things. Several worldwide projects who give us some nice background. And thank you for having a look about who are APLITOP. I'm gonna follow up by a demonstration on Autocad, which is the best solution. I just make a small precision. I invite you to come in our webpage and have a look about more information and more things. For Romania, you will find all the details about CADware if you are interested to get a quote. Okay, let's continue with AutoCAD. So we work already with AutoCAD 2020, but I don't have here in hands. In fact, I just come back from a big travel and my computer is quite slow since. So I hope this demonstration will be interesting for you. So in AutoCAD, MDT is a plugin. So you can import MDT, as you can see here, into your AutoCAD, and you will find this this application into your AutoCAD. The software has been developing thinking of the final users. That means that all the commands have been created in order to find it very quickly and in an order to follow up your project step by step. Okay, so imagine you have been in the field and you have took a lot of points with your and you have create all these points with a kind of codes. Okay, so what will be the first things that we will have to do? It will be to import the point. Just before to start, I just want to say that Pizarra is the name of the village close of where we are based and where we have to prepare a new urbanization. Okay, so hello. There is some things. Okay, let's continue. So MDT7, okay, and I go to points and I'm gonna import points. Okay, I don't like ribbon, so just give me, I want to close this because it worries me. Okay, let's start again. Points, import points. So you have several possibilities to import points. You can choose by manufacturer. You can import from Clip, from LandXML, from LAS, from S3, a lot of possibilities. You can make your own personalization about importing points. On our side, on this demonstration, we will do it in generic in XIZ, the importation. In some place and in different countries, there is several possibility to change the coordinate system. Okay. Another thing that we are gonna check is I have the main advantage or non-advantage depends. In APLITOP, we don't have any codification established. Okay. So the first step is to create your own database codification. Like this, when you import your points, you will get directly automatically break lines or representation of trees and this kind of things. Why it is like that in APLITOP? Because our software, it's used international way. So main advantage is you create your own database, and if you go to travel abroad, you can import for a local government a kind of representation. And when it is done, you can keep it in your computer with not so much space. So here my codification is for Pizarra. Okay, cancel. I'm gonna change the scales, and another thing which is really important, I'm gonna draw from the codes that I have been taken in the field. Okay, I select my file, my text file, and the software is importing all the information of this urbanization. Okay, so as I told you, my computer is a laptop, quite old, and I believe it's full. I need to clean it, and I was thinking to have time this morning to be able to do it, but it seems that it's quite slow on today. Normally, the software has a process of calculation really strong and really quick. This is 1 minute normally and less. Okay, I'm hearing some noise. I don't know why. On the back. Okay, let's close down. Brandusa, are you here? So I don't know which is the I need to check if I don't get a virus or something like that, because normally it's not calculating so slowly. It's really fast. Okay, so as you can see, we have import 1,884 points. Okay, and all the points have been created with their own codification. Okay, as you can see, break line has been defining also due to the codification. Okay, and the software proceeded automatically. Okay, so for example, if we go to MDT7 vision, good, apply, and here you see all the code about. You see, this is to define 80, and it define automatically the break lines. Okay, when you have been in the field, taking your points. Okay, these árboles mean tree in Spanish. Okay. So here you can see the point took into the urbanization where we want to create a parcels and where we want to create a road in order to prepare all this urbanization. Okay, the first thing that we are gonna proceed, the first thing that we are gonna proceed is, since we have all the points, is to create the surface. It's really easy. We go to surface, create surface. We choose for the triangulation what we want. Okay, so Pizarra is my superficie. Yes. Okay, so I'm gonna choose the layers of what I want to proceed for my triangulation. Okay, I have already prepared it for this webinar. Okay, so this is the things that I want to proceed for the triangulation. You can select what you want, and you can create Iceland, and my maximum length in order to avoid a big triangulation will be 50 meters. Okay, and let's go. So already we get the triangulation, you see that, okay, and for example, there is parts that we don't like. There is several tools in surfaces in order to delete line, for example, or this kind of things. So I'm gonna delete line. There is a lot of tools who are really interesting, to analyze how is the terrain. For example, we can make a quick profile to have a look quickly about how is the superficie, and we get the quick profile. Okay, we can change vertical factor, we can import, we can save. There are several things possible. Okay, also we have tools like in surface utilities drop in order to analyze where the water will go up to the end of the superficie. Okay, so for example, I want to know from this point, this is the starting point, and up to the superficie where goes the waters. So for example, from this point and the same. Okay. Since we have done an analysis of our superficies, the second step that we can do is the contours. Okay, so we can manage contours. Okay, minor, 5, perfect. So I proceed and we get all the contours about the superficies. We can also make the coat, automatic coat. We have several functions for the labeling the contours. We can proceed automatically, which all around our superficie, it gives us a coat. We can do it manually, I mean, labeling. We can choose a point and it gives us a cone, or by direction line. That means inside the superficie, we select a directions and it gives us a code inside the superficie. As there is a lot of information, I'm going to hide by vision. I'm going to hide, for example, codes, and I'm going to hide points also. Like this, it will be easier to appreciate I make a mistake. Okay, apply. Okay, like this we can identify better the, it seems it don't want. Okay, so we have the superficies, we have all the points, we have all the information. So maybe the next step it will be to make our excavation. I just want to make some precision. Surveying modules, okay? This is a surveying modules when you have to make observation of total station, make transverse or create a network when you have two different points with your total stations, these kind of things. Or also we have a coordinate system with a geodetic calculator to convert datum from another datum. We have several tools really important for surveying when you have took a lot of information with your total station. And the second is image modules, where, for example, we can import a picture from the web map services, okay? I'm going to import, for example, to PNOA. PNOA is National Plan of Orthophoto from Andalusia, okay? And here you can download an image, so you select the part, and this is really important commands. In format, here you have assign image as surface materials. I'm going to cross it, and I will explain you why it is so important at the end of the webinar. You will understand. And I can download now the map. So you see, this is the first urbanization we have. Okay, we see that all the point took in the terrain match the realities, and we have the second part of the urbanization. And what we want to do is create a parcel for the construction on one house and make a road to prepare all these big parcels for creating new house, for example. Okay, so I'm gonna remove it because if not, we will not. Okay, and I need to check what's happening because I don't want to have this. Okay. Okay, now it's good. So I'm gonna use now some tools from AutoCAD, and I have already prepared parcels for the edification of one house. Which one is, I have to attach a PDF, attach a DWG, and I want to make my parcels. This is my parcels, okay? I'm gonna open it. Okay, I believe it's okay. I'm gonna close that point. Okay, so as you can see, we have a parcel that has been created in this part. Okay, so this is another layers where you have these parcels that we want to remove all the ground in order to make after that the construction of one house. So what would be the most important is how we can make a volume calculation. So I go to MDT, I go to volumes, and I can make a report by surface differences, for example. Okay, let's try if this one works. Okay. So I select my natural terrain, and I took the other surface with the parcels. Okay, the explanation. Okay. And here I get directly by grid difference the cut volume, the fill volume, the difference, and all these things. I can print it, okay, in several formats, HTML, Excel, a lot of things. You can modify this Excel if you need. We are gonna check draw volumes and high difference. Okay. So the software in each point, and now let's do the legend. Okay, so as you can see here, you have the volume calculation with cut and fill volume. And inside each cells, you can find the code about it is if it is filled or cut volumes. Okay, so this is one thing that you can manage. Also, actually, we are just checking about the standard versions. Okay, let's continue. I'm gonna remove these parcels, or we can continue. I don't know. I'm gonna remove it because it will be easier to understand the following. Okay, so this one, I want to remove it. Detach. Okay, and now I'm gonna clean the layers, MDT7s, utilities, clear layers, and I'm gonna remove all the volumes. So I need to select from volume all the volume I've been creating, shift here, I put it here. Okay, like this I have a better landscape. Okay, now the other thing that I'm gonna do is import an alignment. It's really easy to create an alignment in MDT. You just took a polyline, okay? You create the polyline how you want, okay? And by MDT7 alignment, convert polyline to alignment, okay? Because I wanted to have something really nice, I have already prepared an alignment. So in this case, what I'm gonna do is go into alignment and import alignment. We can import alignment from Land XML, for example. You can in Civil 3D export to Land XML and after to import in MDT on this way. Okay. So this alignment is already doing perfectly. The clotoid are nice defined in order to have a great alignment to draw a road into this urbanization. We will have a check after that. So when we have the alignment, okay, we can start to do the typical things for surveyors, like profile, get a profile, okay, profile, get profile, really easy. I select my alignment, okay, 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 and we go to the alignment. And very quickly, we get the representation of the alignment. Well, normally it's very quick, but today, oh, okay. So here I need to precise a lot of things. This is the typical representation for Spain, but in MDT7, if you go to configuration, utilities, configuration, you can define your alignment by Spain, by several countries. If for Romania, this kind of profile are not well, just send us an example and we will implement an automatic representation for your profile and your cross-section easily. Actually, we have already some clients in Romanian, but they never share this information. So I believe the representation of the profile is the same. Okay, so since we have got the long the profile, we can go, for example, to the cross section. For example, get the cross section, same procedure. We select the alignment, so we go to the alignment, very easy step. We said on the left 20, we can change to 50, to 30, what we want. Okay, okay, let's go to continue. Okay, I'm gonna do it in the model, not in the paper, and with this time I'm gonna make it a new kind of representation. Okay, that it is really important. And here I can draw all the cross section. Okay. Okay, let me check what's happening. So here you have a paper space that it is not defined in, but if you do it, you can keep it in your computer. It not took any space, and when you create your project with all your profile, it will appear with already your name, with your company details, with the project, and you have just to create this only one time. After that, it's all automatic, and it is really, really nice. Okay, so I even don't have the blue bar to say that the software is working. This is a strange thing. Oh. So I believe my computer has some trouble. I will check after that, because normally it's really, really fast. It's just a couple of days that I'm getting very slow with my computer, and I don't know why. So here we have defined all the profile or all the cross section. This also can be imported into a layout in order to be easily to print. There is a lot of functions that I will not explain you everything in order to have an overlook about all the features of the software for this issue. Okay. Okay, let's go. It's a little bit long. I believe I'm gonna remove part of this demonstration because my software is going so slow. My computer is going so slow. Okay, so here each profile, and we see the profiles by PK. And as I told you, all these commands, all this information can be filled automatically. You just have to do it only one time, and after that it will be easy to implement. Okay, so from now you have found all the functions about standard versions. Okay, from this moment all the features that I'm gonna show you are in the professional part. Okay, so let's continue, and let me explain you why the software has several great advantage. How works the professional versions? In APLITOP we have created a function that it's called segment. Okay, let's open it. What is the segment? The segment is all the features who are defining your road project. What that means? In the segment, you can import your alignment, you can import your profile, you can import your cross-section, you can import your grade line. I don't show you how to create a grade line, but it's really easy also. It's just drawing a polyline and apply it like a grade line. The templates, let's have a look about templates. View edit. Okay, so what the template is all about the road. Okay, so inside you can create platform, just adding your platform about how you want to do it, drawing it. You can create your road beds in each part of the road as you want, your ditches, your cut, your fill, and also all the commands are defined in here. The saving, the wall structure, the geology. In geology, you have a different kind of shape. The reinforcement in each part. Did you shut down your microphone? I don't know what's happening. I heard a lot of noisy voice on the back. Okay. Okay, so this is all the things about our road project, how to define it. The main advantage of all these things is a segment don't took any space into your computer. You can keep your segment. And this is a really high advantage because when you have a road project into the same place and you want to reuse the same feature of the first road you have defined, you can take it easily, all the things you have been creating, and just modify several points. Okay, so this is a winning time, really, really important. When you have defined all your road project with all the things you wanted for this issue, okay, there is several commands that we can have a look. For example, verify. The verify function is about the verify function is to check that the road has been defining without, just give me 1 second. Hello, do you? I don't know what's happening. So the road project is defined, generated to generate a road without death angle and to check that the road has been defined well into the norms. We can have a check. You can check, for example, the foot of road beds, and you can check it by the several piquets that we have it and make some eventually modification about all these things, okay? Or the crown of slope or different points, okay? We can draw, but this took some times because my computer is not very well, but you can draw it, everything's about your profile with the road including. I'm not gonna do it because if you check other webinars, you will see how fast it is. But today, I'm not the best moment for me to draw these things. We can make a top view. Okay, so this is just about the road. Okay, you can check the road, all the points, how it is in each part of what we have been creating. Okay. We can create a volume report. This is really important. Calculation method, we are going to take average area. Okay. And here, depending of the templates about the segment, what you have defined in, you can find all the definitions. So for example, in topsoil, if we have create ground or vegetable or vegetal or this kind of things, you can have all the definition. And here you have the cut volume, the fill volume, the topsoil volume, the difference, all the information. This can be printed in Word, in Excel, in drawing, in PDF, if you want to make some change. So this is really nice. Here you have several functions to do it quickly, to draw it, to a lot of possibilities. Okay. And since we are agreed with our road project, we can say to the software, now you can modify my natural terrain. So we are going to proceed to the new triangulation of this natural terrain with the road project we have been defining. As you can see, the software is making a new triangulation. Here we see that how it starts. And saying today is quite slow. Here is the blue line going step by step. And we see how the software proceed to the new triangulation of the road into the natural terrain. Okay. So this is the part is about professional version. To be able to modify natural terrain, to create your road, or this kind of things, this kind of features. Okay. This software don't require too much things. I'm going to show you in following the principal features that need the software. Maybe I have it here. Just give me 1 second. Products. Let's have a look on professional version, for example. And come back to the Autocad. Wow, everything's so slow. I don't know what's happening. Okay, and maybe here we can have a look about the features. No, I don't have it here. Okay, so let's continue the demonstration. Okay. So finishing the new triangulation. Normally it's very, very fast. Huh? It's really, really fast. I don't know. Just finishing. And we have several the tools that I showed you before to check if it is well done the road. We can make quick profile and these kind of things. Okay. Okay. Still finishing the triangulation, it seems. Oh. Just give me 1 second. I have to check what's happening. Please go ahead. Okay. Okay, let's start again. Okay, so here we have defined everything. We can create a report with all the parts and all these things. I'm gonna going quicker. Okay, and I'm gonna put okay. Okay. Okay, so now we have defined our road project and we have several tools which are really, really nice. Okay, so firstly, let's make a quick profile. And you see that the road has been defined in here, so there is no problem. If we apply, we can have a look about this part. If we want to do the things very well, we can make again the contours. Okay, new contours, including these superficies and with the road project. Okay, so all the contours now is defining with integrating the road. Okay. So everything is great, and now we can have now the things that I'm going to show you is more about clients of our clients. What that mean? In MDT7 you can import or export to, for example, the entities to Google Earth. Okay, we can export this road project. Okay, I'm gonna select the layers about what I want to export. So for that, I have already prepared something about this issue. Is Pizarra Google, okay? And I want for this to export all these points, okay? This is gonna generating a KML file, okay? So I keep it, yes. And I forgot to open Google Earth in the beginning, but the software automatically will ask, do you want to open the file? Okay, I say yes. And now the software will ask Google Earth to open it, and you will find automatically how the software will show you all the triangulation and all the things that we have been doing about the road into the urbanization in the village of Pizarra. Okay. Okay, so it's going automatically to Spain, the south of Spain, where we are based. And here you can see the superficies and all the things that we have been implementing into this village. Okay, this is the village of Pizarra, and this is the urbanization first step, second step, and now what we want to do is making all these parts. So we create before parcels, and now we have created this road here. So this is a possibility to connect with your clients and share the projects that you have been creating exporting by Google Earth and say to your final clients, have a look on Google Earth, what's how is the project. And the second part, okay, is about MDT7 map renders route by highway. You remember when I download the orthophoto from web map services, okay, I have accessing the materials. I have accessing the superficie as a material. So here you will understand why. Okay. Okay. I believe. So this is to create a rondel, a realistic rondel. If you have been in the field and you have took some pictures, and by downloading the orthophoto will apply to the triangulation, will be applied to the triangulation in order to have a really realistic rondels. Okay, so this is the viewer, and he's loading the texture of the orthophoto into the triangulation. Okay, so here you have the road project. Imagine you have took a picture on the back. You can have the picture of the place where you have been. And this is one of the nice values that you can create a MP4 or AV video. And instead to send the file or drawings that the client cannot understand, you have here the possibility to send the video of your clients in order he has a check about the project that you have been doing. Okay, and here is my presentation. I'm really sorry, particularly to you, Brandusa, to have not been so well prepared for this demonstration. I hope you have liked it. This software, if you ask around, has a very high valuation because it's really simple to use. As you have seen, I'm not sure buyers, and it's really easy to find the comments and all these things. So I don't know if you have some questions. I'm able and I will be happy to try to reply to all your questions inside the platform. Maybe you can write your question in Romanian. Brandusa will translate for me.
Okay, thank you, David, for your presentation.
I believe there is no questions.
No, in this moment, no.
Okay, so at the end we have been faster than previous. So I don't know if you want I show you more things. I believe we can close this webinar, and like this we have a great we have a video that if you want to check back about this video, you can ask us, and we will be really happy to show you all these things. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you very much to everybody. Bye bye.
Mulțumim. La revedere.